The National School Reform Faculty Compass Points activity is an opportunity for team members to share their preferred collaborative style and better understand how our own and others' tendencies affect our work.
We tend to personalize things, and that comes with that emotional side.
They're inclusive and caring, and so that balances us.
So the limitation, it could take a little longer for us to get started because we want to know all the details.
People accuse us of slowing down the process, but we're just thinking of, Zach's nodding his head, I love you too, Zach. But we're just thinking of really great ideas.
When you're playing that first round, when you're playing for yourself, when you're playing and you don't want to be the one to knock the tower over, then it almost doesn't matter how you leave the piece for the next person. It's like, my piece is done, I'm over it, right? But when you're playing together, it matters how you put that tower. It matters if your piece is stable, because you know the next piece, it's all working towards the same goal. So just quick connections. You had 2 different rounds. They were very different. What were some of the connections that you might make from those 2 rounds of Jenga to your interactions as a department or a team as a team? Yes?
So I think that there was more support if you were going through the first round because you didn't know what to expect.
So two variations. One was the first round actually had more structure than the second because it had rules, it had an objective. I mean, well, the second one kind of had an objective, but there wasn't any structure. It was left up to you all to just do it as a team. So you felt like you all worked more collaboratively, kind of help, or there was more support in that first round trying to help each other out. Even though some of you may have been kind of giving signals as to how to move or what to do, the goal was to not be the one to knock the top. You were still kind of playing for yourself because you didn't want to be the one to make that loud clanking of the blocks on your table while the room was silent, right? Yes. Yes.
I found it very difficult not to communicate negative facial expressions. Early on, sabotage the structural integrity of our
So blame and finger pointing is a real thing. Thank you. That first round, I will say, I mean, it really does make you recognize how important communication is, because when it's almost like air, right? Until you need it, you don't realize just that you're breathing constantly. We're constantly communicating with our facial expressions, with our body language, with our tone, the directions we're giving. Like, we're constantly communicating with others. And even when your goal was to not be the one to knock over the tower, like, you all still, even when I said, well, don't communicate, don't intentionally try to communicate, you still would make like facial expressions like, don't touch that, don't touch that, don't do that, right? It's like an innate ability, like we do just want it. Like, deep down inside, we want to help other people. We want to see other people succeed. It's like, even when we try to prevent it from happening, it still just comes out, you know? So why not just harness that energy and be strategic in how we're working together? Today, we did a lot of thinking around how each one of us personally, but also how our departments contribute to the bigger picture. When all of us begin to focus on what we can do, what's within our power, how can we contribute and make the system even better, that type of energy, that type of commitment, it bleeds over into the people around us, into other departments, and ultimately impacting the whole.